A very good evening. You're watching News 9 with me, Akshita. And first up, Congress has been doing all it can to highlight the Bure Din unleashed by Modi Sarkar, but BJP remains defiant.
Protests in 3 cities, all for one cause. Broken promises of अच्छे दिन.
सरकार से क्या डिमांड है? उन्होंने अच्छा दिन आने वाला है, इसके वास्ते में वो बोलना करना चाहिए. अभी फिर बजट में, अभी फिर जनवरी मार्च का बजट में अगर बोलेगा तो इतना बढ़ गया तो फिर अच्छा दिन का क्या मतलब उठाएगा?
It's okay, but still 14% is too much. They should increase minimum 5 to 10%. That's more than enough. But 14% is too much actually.
तो ऐसे ही महंगाई बढ़ता रहेगा तो इसका सरकार का मतलब क्या होता है? सरकार ने पहले बोलकर अच्छे दिन आने वाले हैं, मगर हमको लगता है कि बहुत बुरे दिन आने वाले हैं. महंगाई जिस हिसाब से बढ़ेगी उस हिसाब से.
After water and power crisis, railways fare hike keeps Congress busy. Well, Congress leaders Arvind Singh Lovely, Mahabal Mishra and Mukesh Sharma along with party workers were seen protesting outside the BJP headquarters. The NSUI did its bit outside the Railway Bhavan. Delhi police were forced to use water cannon to disperse the crowd.
मात्र 30 दिन भी नहीं हुए हैं, 1 महीना भी नहीं गुजरा है मोदी सरकार को सत्ता में आते हुए, और जो ये कहकर के आए कि अच्छे दिन उनके आने के बाद में आएंगे, आज तक का शायद सबसे बड़ा पैसेंजर के हाइक 30 दिन के पहले ही मोदी सरकार ने करके देश की जनता को जो उनको वोट देने का इनाम दिया है वो हम सब लोगों के सामने है और कांग्रेस पार्टी इसकी तीव्र निंदा करता है.
Protest erupts in Bhubaneswar. CPI workers took charge of protesting in Bhubaneswar by blocking railway tracks with placards and slogans. The workers protested at the Bhubaneswar railway station, accusing Prime Minister Narendra Modi of burdening the common man.
Totally we condemn it, we demand its reversal, and at the same time, see the hypocrisy of this government. When the Congress used to do it in between parliament sessions or pre-budget, they would say how undemocratic it is. And exactly that undemocratic bypassing of parliament is what the Modi government has done. So Congress and BJP, there's no difference.
Things not different in UP. In Lucknow, Congress workers burnt effigies and expressed their dissent. During the protest, protesters shouted slogans demanding an immediate rollback in the railway fares. Congress proposes, BJP disposes. Reacting to the outrage, Railway Minister asserted that the fare increase has been proposed by the previous government in the interim budget but was on hold because of the election.
I have withdrawn the order of withholding the fare and freight revision done by the previous government. Today I signed that order. It will come into effect on 25th because the officers require another 2-3 days time to implement it. It was done by the previous government and an interim budget, a consolidated budget was given by them on the basis of the fare hike. So to meet all the necessary expenditure, I was forced to implement the order that was done by my earlier government.
According to economic experts, this bold move will help the debt-ridden railways in managing its finance and benefit the government in the long run. Railways has always been used by ministers for political mileage, leaving its finance in peril. Looks like Modi government has the chance to correct that practice. A News9 report.
Well, airports could be seeing a rush in the coming days with train fares all set to be hiked. Here's a report on the price difference between airfares and train rates today.
Train fares to get dearer. Is flying a better option? Everybody is talking about the railway fare hike proposed by the union government. But how will this 14.42% increase in the fare affect you? Do you know how much more expensive your next trip will be? And given the expensive rail fare, did travel by air just get a lot more practical and affordable? Well, domestic airlines have considerably reduced their fares with the onset of the lean season that lasts till September end. This means that the price gap between your air and train tickets got even smaller. Well, take a look for yourself. Book an air ticket to Delhi during the lean season and your pockets will get lighter by close to 7,000 rupees. A first-class AC train ticket will cost you close to 6,000 rupees. Flight seems like a better option since you will be shelling out just 1,000 extra and reaching faster. A trip by air to Mumbai will cost 2,500 rupees and by rail it will cost you about 3,300 rupees. With the minimum difference in price, travel by air could be a better option if you are willing to pay. A trip to Chennai surprisingly costs almost the same by train and by air. So if you book your flight tickets early, you can end up saving 8 hours traveling back and forth. A journey to Hyderabad will take you close to 12 hours and 2,000 rupees by train. Shell out 1,000 more bucks and you could fly there in under an hour. And a trip to Kolkata during Durga Puja too will cost you almost the same by rail or flight. So even if the train fares are hiked, travel by train still remains the more economical of the two options. But if you are willing to pay a little more to cut down the number of travel hours, then your pair of wings await at the airport. A News9 report.
Moving on, after UPA appointed governors, it is now time for Congress chief ministers in 3 states to face the boot. But who is causing the trouble this time?
Sources within the AICC state that the party is gearing up for a major shuffling of positions in 3 states, Maharashtra, Haryana and Assam. Change of guard in Maharashtra. NCP to play kingmaker. With the state going to polls in just a few months, the Congress High Command is apparently mulling over replacing Chief Minister Prithviraj Chauhan. Sources state that despite his clean image, Congress is having second thoughts after its dismal performance in the Lok Sabha election. Speculations about a change of guard in Maharashtra became rife after senior Congress leader A.K. Anthony and Congress President's political secretary Ahmed Patel met NCP chief Sharad Pawar. The NCP has apparently expressed dissent over Chauhan's performance in the past years, especially since he failed to implement decisions that comply with its personal agenda. Sushil Kumar Shinde, the new Maharashtra CM. Even as the names of senior Maharashtra leaders Bal Sahib Thorat and Radhakrishna Patil are doing the rounds, NCP is reportedly pushing for its old friend Sushil Kumar Shinde as successor to Prithviraj Chauhan. However, Sushil Kumar Shinde himself has refused to comment on the matter. It is not true that I have been asked to take over as Maharashtra CM. I have not been told about it. You must have been misguided. Congress is likely to send Ghulam Nabi Azad and A.K. Anthony as observers to gather inputs from Maharashtra MLAs. Based on their suggestions, the party will reportedly take its final decision by Monday.
कांग्रेस पार्टी और राष्ट्रवादी कांग्रेस पार्टी, सोनिया गांधी और शरद पवार दोनों एक दूसरे के बड़े समर्थक हैं पिछले 10 वर्षों से। अब ताश के पत्ते फेंटने के वो आदी हैं, ताश के पत्ते फेंटे हैं। क्या फर्क पड़ रहा कि चौहान जी आए और शिंदे जी चले जाएं और शिंदे जी आ जाएं और चौहान जी चले जाएं? तो पहले हो चुका है वहां। शिंदे जी तो वहां मुख्यमंत्री रह चुके थे, कौन सा उन्होंने आसमान तोड़ दिया? नीतियों को बदलो, नेता बदलने से कुछ नहीं होगा। है कांग्रेस के लोगों और शरद पवार के लोगों।
Well, the NCP seems to be keen after the event. You know, the anger of the people of Maharashtra, which was so obvious. which was so livid, brought in the results that it did. By all this tinkering, it is not going to change the Maharashtra Assembly results. The anger of the people will find equal resonance when the Assembly elections come.
वहाँ सरकार जो है वो तो खुद वहाँ तो एमएलए तो चुनते नहीं हैं, ये तो दोनों पार्टी में यहाँ से चुने जाते हैं लोग दिल्ली से। यदि यहाँ की कांग्रेस पार्टी चाहेगी तो जरूर वो हट जाएंगे और जरूर शिंदे बन जाएंगे।
Going out of power. Rebellion in Assam Congress unit. Sources have stated that the Congress central leadership may soon remove Assam Chief Minister Tarun Gogoi from his position. Yes, the same party that had rejected his resignation just a few weeks ago is now reportedly under pressure to replace him as the Chief Minister. Gogoi, who held on to the post duly for over 13 years, has now been facing friction from party workers from the last couple of years. Members of the state Congress unit led by Himanta Biswa are now reportedly pressurizing the High Command to replace Gogoi as CM. Congress leader Mallikarjun Kharge is likely to go as an observer to Guwahati on Monday to assess the strength of both the camps. Winds of change in Haryana. Questions on Bhupendra Singh Huda's leadership were being raised within the Congress after the miserable performance in the Lok Sabha polls. However, his proximity to the Gandhi family kept him seated comfortably on the CM's chair. Despite that, sources state that the party high command is mulling over replacing him as chief minister in the days to come. That though would be a difficult task considering the state is going to polls later this year and the time frame would be too short to implement the change. The fate of the three chief ministers hangs in balance while the high command is still contemplating the repercussions of the change, if any. At the same time, the party is also planning a major rejig in 8 to 10 state units. The major shake-up is expected to give a new look to the party in the states besides acting as a buffer against the anti-incumbency factor in these states. But in reality, will it help the Congress steer its ship out of troubled waters? A News9 report.